Okay, hello everyone. How are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 25th of September on Sunday. So I will do the weekly forecast today on the Forex and commodities, gold and WTI, and indices, and also the Bitcoin. So let's get into the topic right away because we have lots of markets to cover. But I hope you're having a great weekend. So hopefully you listen to my analysis today and get ready to trade this week. Okay, so now let me switch screen. Okay, thank you for joining everyone. Good to see you as always. Alright, so quickly say hi to everyone and get into the topics. Alright, Tony Gold, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. And TSM also good to see you. Thank you for joining. Alright, and Moonboy, and Michael, and Ashley, Muhammad, and Urich, Nasser, Dirk, and Gabby, and Rain, Arvid, Omar, Muhammad, and Brain, and Manuel, and everybody else. Thank you for joining. Thanks so much for your support as always. So now let me switch to trading view and start to check charts. Okay, so let me squeeze to fit into this page like this, and then hold on, let me delete all these lines. Yeah, some of these lines are a bit old, so yeah, let me take them out. I was just back testing it, so just take them out. And also I cancel all the flags, so I will do the unflag all symbols in the system and click yes, and I unflag. So I split window into two, and on the left I place a weekly chart with the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo like this, and on the right I put the daily chart with the Ichimoku lines like this, and I make sure the symbols are synchronized like this, and then click on the Euro USD. Okay, and start from here now. Okay, so first Euro USD. Obviously it's bearish, and I was actually mentioning that this pair is bearish, so you know we better look for the selling edge. And last week it did break the support and continuously going down, so this is bearish. I continuously look for the selling edge. But one thing here is that this Kumo is too thin in a daily chart. So that means next Monday, Tuesday, it may retrace. So just watch out for the retracement. If you're not confident, then wait for the retracement to happen and then sell afterwards. But Euro USD is down on the both weekly and daily, so I continuously sell. And next one is Euro AUD. Euro AUD, both weekly and daily are showing range. I'm actually simply looking at the Kumo and Kijun Sen and Chikou span also. Whenever you see Chikou span touch, it's also the sign of a range in Ichimoku. Also, daily chart shows the market is exactly into Kumo, which also shows range. So basically what I'm waiting for is a break of the support on the weekly, which is 1.4279, but until it happens, I continuously stay away because the market might be choppy like this. If you're thinking to trade the Euro AUD, then I don't recommend, because if you check the daily time frame, you see so many wicks up and down. This is too spiky market, so better to stay away is my opinion. So next one is the Euro Pound. Euro Pound has up very much like this. So weekly is up and also daily is up. But again, if you check the Kumo shape on the weekly and daily, they are very thin. That means this is overbought and the retracement might happen. Especially Friday, GBP got sold very much, and all the GBP pairs are trending right now, and this is actually one of them. But this pip is too much that I expect next Monday, Tuesday, the market reverse, and I wait for the new uptrend to happen, maybe after Wednesday until Friday, and then start to be in the trade. So Euro Pound, I just in case mark, but retracement can be expected. And the next one is Euro Jpy. Euro Jpy weekly's range, because Kumo is flat, Senko span A is up, but Senko span B is flat right now, and Kijun Sen I think is flat. Chikou span is getting close and close, and we had the bearish bar last week, so this is bearish in the short term. And daily time frame shows the market went back to Kumo Senko span B. So from here it may bounce and goes up. But if it breaks Kumo, then I think it goes down to the support level of 133.37 level. So let's see if it will be bounce and goes up or breaks the Kumo. But for now, in this kind of case also I stay away, because the buyers in the long term and sellers in the short term is fighting, so most likely market will be choppy. So next one is the Euro CAD. This one is range right now because weekly time frame shows Senko span B is down, but A is flat and Kijun Sen flat. And the market is, looks like the market is coming back to the weekly Kijun Sen. And the daily was about to break the Kumo, but it didn't happen. I remember last week I said that if the market breaks the Kumo on the daily, then the target is the weekly Kijun Sen on 1.3426 level. But looks like the Kumo breakout did not happen on the daily, but instead it went backwards, it went down. And so looks like the market is heading down to the daily Kijun Sen. But I think the pips to the Kijun Sen is very small. This is maybe 60 pips or so towards the downside, or 50 pips or so towards the downside. So yeah, you can technically trade to sell and target to the daily Kijun Sen of 1.3105, but still I don't recommend, because this is choppy. So you might get stopped out and the market reaches down to the Kijun Sen. So now when I say this, you might think like, so what if I don't use the stop loss? Then the market may spike and it may reverse backwards and you may have some huge loss. That is one of the reasons why I don't recommend to trade, especially whenever you see the price in the Kumo in these kind of higher time frames. Then this is not really a good one to trade. It may be a bit spiky, I think. So yeah, I guess I will just stay away, prefer to stay away. Also, we don't really know how many days it takes for this to come down to Kijun Sen. So yeah, the trade may not really become time efficient in that sense. So I will skip the Euro Cad most likely this week, and moving on to the Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc is down on the weekly but flat on the daily chart. So especially the Thursday, Euro Swiss franc was very spiky. Within one day, it went up and down 250 pips. So it was very choppy. And Friday also it was choppy too, but weekly is down, so I think daily also goes down. So for me, this is bearish. I simply wait until the Kijun Sen angle down on the daily to sell, which most likely happens at the break of the support on the daily, which is 0.9464. So again, I wait for the breakout of the daily support and sell. So I put down arrow below that support level. like this. Okay, so now let me move on to the USD Base Pairs. Okay, I do see many comments, but let me finish my analysis first so that whoever watches the archive can jump into the topics. And then towards the end of the live, after I do all the analysis, then I come back to comments. So yeah, just feel free to leave comments and I will get back to you soon. So weekly, this is USD Jpy, both weekly and daily are bullish. Yeah, the news on BOJ, Bank of Japan, last Thursday was very big. So within one day, it moved. Well, look at this. This is over 500 pips, 565, 66 pips. It went up and down within one day. This, which is quite unusual. So whenever I see this big candlestick on a daily, which happens more than 50 pips, more than 500 pips, this is unusual. So that means it actually takes all the stop losses for the buyers and sellers for the last couple of days since 7th of September. This is about the mindset of the stop loss and participants of buyers and sellers in the markets. But since 7th of September, the market has been ranging. So while it's ranging, there are buyers and sellers. And these buyers in the range put their stop losses below the wick, below the support. And sellers since 7th September has been putting the stop loss above the resistance. And if you look at this candlestick, this is called outside bar. Outside means high and low has been including all the previous candles until 7th of September. So that means these buyers and sellers are exhausted. I mean, there might not really be so many buyers and sellers in the markets already. And Friday was a bullish candle. So that means still buyers are here. That means trader psychology is bullish. So that means most likely I think this outside will be broken bullish, which is 145.91. Weekly showing bullish, Kumo up, Kijun Sen up, and daily time frame also shows bullish Kumo and bullish Kijun Sen. So looks like buyers are still here in the market. So my view is also bullish. So I will continuously look for the buying edge on the USD Jpy. So I will mark this one also. Okay, but since BOJ has been intervened, the uptrend may not really be so strong. So that means this week USD Jpy may continuously range, but we will see. If the market breaks 145.91, then I start to look for the buying edge again, but BOJ might again intervene because Japan doesn't want the yen to be weaker anymore. So if that's the case, we may see some similar candlestick within the day. So simply I follow Ichimoku directions in higher time frames and trade towards that way. And simply if the market reverses, I exit quickly with minimum drawdowns. So next one is the Usc Cad. Usc Cad also, yeah, there was a strong uptrend last week. But if you look at the Kumo shape, this is where Kumo shape becomes also important. Weekly Kumo is thin and daily Kumo is also thin. So the market has gone up all the way to 1.3588 level, but I expect it reverse because of the Kumo shape. So I'm still bull biased, but most likely I stay away on Monday and also Tuesday. And wait for the pushback, wait for the consolidating market to buy. Okay, next one is the USD Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc is flat in both time frames. Weekly is flat, daily is also flat and choppy, so I stay away most likely. And so now let me move on to pound pairs. We have basically lots of pairs, trending, especially pound pairs. So here is the GBP USD. Look at this huge drop, especially last Friday. It went down 3.57%. In Forex, this is unusual actually. In pips, on Friday itself, it went down all the way to 441 pips. So this was really huge. And as you can see, daily Kumo is very thin. Also, if you check the 4-hour Kumo is okay. So that means Monday, for the next 4 hours or 8 hours, it may go down. But since daily is too thin, I think it goes back towards the end of Monday or Tuesday. So I'm not gonna go in. I wait for the retrace to sell. So, but this is still downtrending on the weekly, so I think in the long term it goes down continuously. So I will just mark this one also. I put the flag to continuously monitor this week. Next one is the GBP Jpy. Yeah, so this one is still ranging or bit towards the bearish on the weekly because it broke the Kumo on the weekly, and day chart also shows it's bearish. I was capturing this P wave, and I was seeing that the P wave was broken bullish here. I'm talking about this P wave here on the daily, and exactly on the 7th September, the P wave broke bullish. So I was waiting for the break of the resistance, which is 168.77 to buy. That's why I put up arrow like this, but the breakout didn't happen. But instead, last week it went down all the way and broke the supports on the daily, and it actually stopped here on the support from the 12th of May this year. So again, the Kumo is very thin on the daily, so I think the market retraces on Monday, Tuesday, but if it continues to break and go down, I follow. So GBP Jpy, this is still also bearish for me. It's bearish. So next one is the GBP CAD. This one is also downtrend. Yeah, weekly is nicely down because not only Kumo Kijun Sen down, not only Kumo Kijun Sen down, but also the candles are exactly resisted by the Tenkan Sen. The blue one here is a Tenkan Sen, and it never broke the Tenkan Sen before on its downtrend on the weekly. So, and then last week it broke the support. So this is downtrend for sure. But if you check the daily, you see this outstanding bearish candlestick, which actually went down on Friday itself, more than 400 pips, 406 pips, so it went down. So that's causing the Kumo to be very thin like this. So I think the retracement might happen Monday, Tuesday. So I wait for the downtrend continuously after the pullback and consolidate. So next one is a Pound AUD. Pound AUD is very much the same as Pound CAD. This one is down on the weekly, stably down on the weekly, but too much, breakout on Friday. So wait for the consolidate market and sell if it still goes down continuously. So next one is the Pound Swiss franc. Pound Swiss franc is also bearish. Yeah, Kumo is down nicely, and the market is below the Tenkan Sen. This one, it was below the Tenkan Sen, but also previously it never broke the Kijun Sen since the breakout of February. It never broke the Kijun Sen, but instead, whenever the price reaches back to Kijun Sen, it was resisted once, twice, 3 times here and goes down. So this is stably bearish. And again, daily shows this is too much, candlestick on Friday. So I think the market retraces and sell. Kumo shape is a bit thin also. So Kumo shape becomes really important here last week. Okay, so then let me now move on to AUD base pairs. So AUD USD is down both on the weekly and the daily. So I look for the selling edge. For this AUD USD, daily Kumo is okay. This is not too thin, but the market might consolidate. So yeah, I think for this one on Monday or Tuesday, I already look for the selling edge. But if it reverses on Monday, Tuesday, then I wait for the new breakout most likely. Or I wait for the Kijun Sen down and Kumo down on the daily of 4 and prepare to sell. So I'm still sell biased on AUD USD according to Ichimoku. Okay, next one is the USD CAD. At a glance, this is range. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat on both time frames. Daily Kumo also twisted, but this is bearish Kumo and kind of newborn Kumo, newborn baby Kumo. So this is choppy market, too choppy, too many wicks in too many dojis. So yeah, I think I will continuously stay away. Okay, next one is the AUD Jpy. It was up 2 weeks ago, but last week became bearish. So now I take out this upper row and also Chikou span touching on the weekly. So the market may range or retrace back to Kumo in this case. And with that in mind, if you also check the daily chart, it actually went down all the way to Kumo and it's about to break. I think the market breaks Kumo down this way and continuously go down to the support of 90.53. So yeah, let's wait for the Kumo breakout and look for the selling edge. I think this is bearish for me. AUD JPY. And AUD Swiss franc is down on the weekly, but now ranging on the daily chart. And this is also outside and inside bar. So to be safer, better to wait for the inside bar breakout, which is 0.6340 to sell. Since weekly is down, I think the market breaks the support on the daily and continuously goes down this way, because usually the market tends to follow the higher time frame directions. But when it turns, it starts from the lower time frames. So if let's say double bottom and neckline break happens on the 5 while downtrending on the weekly daily, if this happens in the 5, then as market continuously goes up against daily direction, then 1 hour then becomes flat and up, and then daily start to become flat, and once the market breaks Kumo, daily turns bullish. So like this, new trends start from the lower time frames, but the markets tend to follow higher time frame directions. So next one is the CAD-JPY. CAD-JPY is bullish on the weekly. I think this is another nice example of how market reverse on the lower time frames. So weekly is up because Kumo Kijun Sen up, Chikou span above candles on the weekly, but last week was bearish. It broke the Kijun Sen and Chikou span touching. So yeah, once the market breaks Kumo, it may go down to the weekly Kijun Sen. So this is downtrend, I think, in the short term. But if it breaks resistance as towards the market of the weekly time frame, 110.57, if it breaks, that will be continuously bullish. But considering the fact that yen doesn't, BOJ doesn't want the yen to be weaker, I think this is still bearish, fundamentally speaking. Okay, next one is a CAD Swiss franc. This one is down on both weekly and the daily. It broke the weekly support, and now it's on a new weekly support, which is 0.7098. And the daily is now downtrend. It's below the Tenkan-sen, Chikou span below candles. So let's wait for the break of the daily support of 0.7115 or 0.7098, which is a weekly support, and sell afterwards. Okay, so last one is the Swiss franc Jpy. Swiss franc Jpy is up on the weekly, but retracing very heavy on the daily time frame. And now we have outside to inside bar. So the market may most likely range. Whenever you see the big move, like these big candles, an engulfing bar, most likely it ranges until it breaks towards either direction. So in theory, we better wait for the breakout, the new breakout. But when we have this kind of big, huge candlestick, which is more than 400 pips, on this one it was almost like 800 pips in one day. 800 pips on Swiss franc Jpy was unusual. So whenever you see this big spike in a short time of period, usually the market consolidate. But so in theory, we better wait for the breakout towards either direction, but we never know how long it takes. It may take days and weeks or months for the breakouts to happen. So you can choose other pairs to trade, or you can check the lower time frames like the 4 hour or 1 hour to follow until it breaks. Weekly shows also pin bar and a blue bearish bar. So looks like this is a sign of the retrace. So I think most likely the market continuously goes down, breaks the Kumo, and continuously down on the daily time frame. Is my view here. Okay, so that covered the whole Forex pairs on my watch list. So now let me move on to commodity, gold and WTI. So we have lots to cover. So let me do quickly here. So XAU USD Gold. I was gonna sell this one last week, but didn't have a chance to get the confirmations, setting edge confirmations. But this is downtrend. Weekly is down and daily is down. And if you look at the bigger picture on the weekly or even the monthly chart, this is neckline of this double top. So neckline double top on 1677.16 has broken bearish last week. So I think this is downtrend. So the target here, the ultimate target is 1448.0. And I think this is continuously down. So I put the mark here, the flag, and let's see if I can sell on gold. Okay, so next one is WTI. WTI is also bearish. First, if you check the weekly time frame, it broke the Kumo a couple of weeks ago, and finally Kumo twisted. Kumo twist means the buyers start to give up and sellers start to come in the long term. And Chikou span already below the candles, so this is downtrend, it's bearish. That's why I put down a row last week. And actually it broke the support. And daily shows downtrending too. It broke the support also, which made the Kumo Kijun Sen down, Tenkan Sen down also, Chikou span below candles. So WTI for me is bearish. Personally, I don't really trade WTI. I prefer to trade gold. But if you trade WTI, I think sell will be the right call. Okay, so now let me move on to the indices. So we have, I'm going to cover Nikkei to US in Euro, UK, CAC France, German index, and Nifty 50 chart, and the AU200 and Hansen index. I will cover all these index. So please bear with me. First, let me cover Nikkei. As for the index, I don't usually check the daily because daily is too choppy and too many gaps in between the candles. So in my opinion, it's better to check the weekly to capture the trend situations on these markets. So here is Nikkei weekly time frame. It's still bullish. Technically, it's in a range, but it's bullish because of this ascending P wave. Ascending P wave once broke bullish on the 8th of August, and then it's now kind of coming down. But this time it may be supported at this trend line. So that means it may go down this way and then be supported here and goes up. So in the long term, still this is bullish for me. I think I will just delete upper row here because it didn't go up from here, but instead now this is the new scenario. So now let me check the Dow Jones. Dow Jones, or basically all the indices are bearish. So Dow Jones is also bearish because of the IT sector has been really bearish last week. So Dow Jones, Kumo down, Kijun Sen down, Tenkan Sen down because of this breakout and Chikou span below candles. It broke the trend line already. So this is downtrend. So I think the market goes down continuously to the next support, which is down here, 26086 level. The market may continuously goes down, but we will see. This downtrend may end this year if US stops raising the interest rate, but we will see. This November, so this November it may stop, but we will see. So next one is S&P, sorry, Nasdaq. Nasdaq is still above the support on the weekly, but for me, I think it's about to break. It broke the trend line and it's about to break the support. So this time I put down arrow below the support level of 11 or 11.9 and sell afterwards. And S&P is very similar to Nasdaq, about to break the support. So once it breaks, I think it goes down continuously. Okay, next one is Euro stocks. Euro stock is bearish because of this descending P wave structure. Last week looks like it broke the support, but the close price is kind of on the previous support level. You can check this zoom in chart. You see this last week's close was on 3347.6, and the support on the 4th of July was on that level too. So this is not the clear breakout. So that means the market still may back up to the trend line within the P wave until it breaks this way. But if this week, if US indices, especially this Euro stocks, this Euro stocks continuously breaks and goes down, I think this downtrend will be continuous. So we'll see which way it goes this week. Okay, so next one is FTSE 100, UK 100, and it broke the P wave bearish. Broke the P wave and Kumo bearish. So this is downtrend. Yeah, and the market is supported exactly on the support from the 20th of June. So, and I think it's going down to the next support of 6748.94. So this is P wave breakout and bearish now. So next one is CAC France. CAC France is also, it broke the P wave bearish, and this is on the support of 5758.72. So I was saying that this may be bullish if the market would be supported at this trend line, but now this is downtrend, so I will delete upper rows and revise my analysis to downtrend. Once it breaks, it may go down to 5306.58. Okay, so next one is the German 40, a DAX index. This one has also broke bearish. It broke the P wave bearish. So that means it may go down to the next support level of 11,314.1 level. So like this, all the indices are basically bearish. So Nifty was also bearish last week. But Nifty is not as bearish as the other indices. Nifty, I think, still bullish. Weekly above Tenkan-sen. Chikou span touching, so it's ranging. But after the break, after this I wave, still this is potential N waves continuously. So, but again, when the market is like this, it tends to be choppy on the lower time frames, and this is where people lose money. So better to wait for the break of the resistance level of 18,091.85 and initial target to 18,612.95. And if it breaks, you simply trail the profits along the way, because we never know when it stops, because this is all-time high now. You can use the price theory to target, but or simply when it retraces and when it breaks Tenkan-sen on the weekly, that can also be an exit timing. Okay, moving on to AU200, the P wave was broken bearish, so this is downtrend. So it's on a support, and once the market breaks the support level of 6401.7, then it may go down all the way to 5858.7. So I put down arrow below the support to the ultimate target. The P wave breakouts are really powerful, especially ascending P wave and descending P wave breakouts are my favorite. So you can actually expect which way the charts might go. Okay, lastly, Hansen Index. As I have been saying, this is bearish because Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and there was a Tenkan Kijun dead cross. 2 weeks back, I said that there was a Tenkan Kijun dead cross below Kumo, which is the sign of continuous downtrend. Also, double top and neckline was broken. So now this is bearish. So we can't really tell how far it goes. Most likely it goes down to the support here, 16159.66, but this support is way back in September 2011. So the market may not really react to the old support like this. But at least for now, this is downtrend, so I think sell will be the right call. Okay, so that covered the whole indices, and now let me check the Bitcoin. Btc USD. It looks like it's back now. I think. I wait for your comments. Yeah, let me wait for your comments, because on my end now looks like the connection is back. So let's see if you can still see me or not. So we are towards the end of September now. Okay, it's back. All right, you're back. Yes, it's back. It's okay now. All right. Thank you for the comment. Okay, so looks like it's okay now. Sorry about the issue. Sorry about the connection issue. I think I will call the tech guy and yeah, resolve the issue on the internet. But looks like it's okay now. Okay, so now, so I covered, so where did it stop? Did you hear me saying about the Bitcoin or no? Did you see? I think I just kept talking myself until I realized the issue. So I'm not really sure. Did you hear me talking about the Bitcoin or no? Where did it stop? Okay, so alright, so as I talking about the Bitcoin, it crashed. So yeah, let me again share my view about the Bitcoin. Okay, so here is the Btc Usd Weekly Chart. Yeah, can you see the screen? Can you see the charts? Yeah. So here's a weekly on the Bitcoin, and what I was saying was that this is downtrend. It's bearish because the price is below Tenkan-sen and Chikou span below candles. So that's one of the reasons why I think that this is bearish. And also this is descending P wave. If you check this market since the May this year, you see lower highs. And also the supports at the same level, and this is called descending P wave, which is the typical breakout setup. So when I see this, I expect it to break the support and continuously goes down, bearish. So yeah, so this is downtrend. If this for Forex, I look for the selling edge. But since this is not the Forex, this is cryptos, and I don't trade cryptos, I only share what I see here. But this is downtrend. Yeah, it's downtrend on weekly, and also if you check the daily time frame, this is also bearish now because it's on below the Tenkan-sen here. Whenever you see it's below Tenkan-sen, it's bearish. Also, Chikou span has to be below the candles to be bearish. Plus, there is another reason why this is bearish, and that is the dead cross below Tenkan Kijun-sen. Yeah, whenever you see Tenkan Kijun-sen dead cross below Kumo, this is downtrend. So right now, this is engulfing inside bar since the 21st of September, but once this inside bar breakout happens on 18154.19, then this is downtrend. I think the market breaks support and continuously goes down. Okay, so that's the BTC USD. For me, I think this is downtrend. Okay, so that covered the Bitcoin. So now let me move on to the news for this week. So here is the news website. Again, I'm using the calendar in fxstreet.com, and simply click on the calendar and you can access to this web page. So Monday 26 we have Governor Kuroda's speech on Japan. So Gbp pairs may be volatile and spiky. If there's a big surprise, surprising comment or speech from Mr. Kuroda, so let's see. Monday. And also there will be another speech of ECB's President Lagarde, so it may also affect the market. So moving on to Tuesday 27th, there will be another speech on ECB, so Euro pairs can be affected, and in the US there will be durable goods orders in August, so this may happen also. This may cause some spikiness. And moving on to technically Wednesday morning in Asian session 28th, there is another monetary policy meeting in Japan, also retail sales in Australia, and another ECB President Lagarde speech in Euro. Also, Mr. Powell's speech in the US. So we have lots of speeches and also some decisions in terms of the economies in the future markets and countries. Thursday 29th, we have CPI, Harmonized Index of Consumer Prices in Germany, also GDP annualized in the US, and Friday 30th we have another GDP report in UK, also retail sales in Germany, and more news, right? HICP on the euro, and that's it. So like this, we have lots of news next week, and depending on what they say on ECB or BOE or Japan BOJ, the market might spike still. So yeah, just watch out on the news, and whenever you see the news is coming up soon, then better to stay away and come back to charts afterwards, because news can violate these all the technical confirmations, and you may not be able to follow the trends, and you may not be able to also find the entry chance or exit timings. When the market spikes, within the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it just goes up or down to the stop loss, and also spread will become wider. The news. So my best advice is to stay away from the news. Okay, so that covered the whole topics for today in the market. So now let me come back to your comments and say hi to everyone, and just free talk until the end of today's live stream. Okay, yeah, thank you for the comments, everyone. I see lots of positive comments and positive compliments on what I do on my YouTube. So thank you so much, everyone. Without your support, I won't be able to do this every day. So yeah, again, thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, let's see. All right. Yeah, thank you for joining, everyone. Okay, so let me check some comments now. Philip says, hi Kay, you should consider adding USD CNY to your analysis. Yeah, USD CNY, I don't trade the CNY pairs. The reason why I have all these pairs on my watch list, from Euro USD down to Swiss Franc Jpy, is based on my strategy. KTS, it worked. I did the back testing on all these pairs, 100 times back testing, 100 times of taking trades, and I got some nice result based on my strategy. But I didn't do so well on New Zealand, also some other pairs. Well, I don't think I tested on the CNY because in Japan, back when I was in Japan, I wasn't able to trade on that one. But let me see. I think it should be going up very strongly, right? USD CNY. Yeah, it has been strongly bullish. So for this, you can use the weekly to follow. So weekly shows it's bullish strongly. So, and it's going up to the resistance double top on from the 2019-2020 on a 7.1787. So far it looks like the market is going towards that level, and we have the room to trade 450 pips or so. Yeah, but yeah, I don't add this in my watch list, but I can still take a look So just let me know. Okay, Omar says, what do you think about MT4, MT5 removing on App Store? Yeah, you have to use the PC or tablet to trade anymore. Yeah, that makes it but difficult to trade, to use the platforms. Yeah, but we will see. Martin says, I personally don't trade the news. I prefer to trade the Ichimoku. Yes, I also don't trade by the news. Yes, I always check the Ichimoku confirmations and follow the directions to trade. And I say this because I used to trade it by the news. Because whenever the news happens, the market spikes, and if my direction is right, I can make such a big profits and pips in such a short time. I thought before it was time efficient, but then at the same time news can be aggressive. As a result, like this, USD CNY, for example, last Friday, it went up all the way like this way, but along the way it may spike, and you will see the big spread in the broker at the news. So you may not really be able to get all the pips on one day on the news. So yeah, that's why I don't trade by the news anymore. Okay, Said said, do you think there will be a recession or depression coming? Yeah, that's possible next year. That is possible. Yes, but in so if I would say, but yeah, I have some opinions about that, but I don't want to say because I'm not an economist. I'm only a trader, and I only trade by Ichimoku confirmations with my strategy. So I simply follow whenever the market has the trends. Okay, cryptocurrency, you're welcome. Jotaro says, what do you think about the footprint chart? I don't use the footprint chart. I never used, so I'm not really sure. Hold on, let me check. Footprint charts are a type of candlestick chart that provides additional information such as trade volume and order flow. Oh yeah, so I used to use the volumes and order flow, but not anymore. I used to have lots of indicators, lots of strategies, and order flows, and yeah, the other information I was using before, but not specifically the footprint. So looks like this is how the footprint looks like, and I don't really know how to read, and I don't really use the footprint chart. Okay, let's see. Okay, TSM, can you look my first comment to begin your session? Okay, let me see. Let me look back. Okay, please check. Lots of markets. Okay, so let me select one. If you select one and share with me, that would be great, because I can't cover everything here. And I see some other comments on the beginning of the live. Thank you so much, everyone, for your comments. I see some Japanese also. Thank you so much. But here, please, if you can type English, that would be great, so that people here can understand. But thank you so much for your comments. Okay, Muhammad says, what will happen when Jpy appears after intervention of BOJ? Obviously, Jpy gets stronger. I thought the market will go up to like 150 yen on USD Jpy. So here is the USD Jpy. If Bank of Japan does not intervene, then I thought the market goes up to 150 around here. But since they start to intervene, I'm not really sure anymore. It may range next week or retrace back to the weekly Tenkan or Kijun Sen. Okay, careful. L Cars says, Kay, do you have fun? How do you have fun? Do you go on a holiday? Do you party? Do you go to restaurants? Do you go out with your friends? Yes, I do everything. Yes. Thank you for your questions or maybe concern. Yes, I'm having fun here. I actually went to Abu Dhabi this week. Yeah, I went to Abu Dhabi this week, so I had such a fun. And I took some videos, so I will share it on my second channel once I edit the video. But yeah, I'm having fun. I do Forex trades as my main source of income, but yeah, I'm here to enjoy my life and be happy on whatever I do. Yeah, if I'm too stressed in trades, then I will never do the live streams. And I will never enjoy my life. I will never have fun with my friends and families. So first, I think we have to be stressless or less stressful in trades and become norm to take trades, entries, and exits, and screen charts. And then once you start to make profits, then start to enjoy life. Otherwise, trades can be very stressful. Yes, I already talked about the gold. Gold is now downtrend. Gold just broke the support of the weekly or monthly head and shoulders. This is double top. A monthly double top neckline was 1677.16 and it broke bearish, so this is downtrend. The ultimate target is 1448.0 on gold. I'm sure along the way there should be some retracements, but that will be an ultimate target. Okay, Warren says, what if you keep stopping losses in the consolidation? What will you do to prevent from such keeping losing in the consolidation, because we were taught to be disciplined to stop losses right away? However, we know mostly only hindsight can tell it was consolidation. We might not know in advance. That's true, right? No one knows in the future. No one knows what's going to happen in the future and which way the market goes. So that's why we have to have rules in terms of when exactly you enter, and more importantly, when exactly to exit, especially after you sell. So let's say I say this is downtrend, gold is downtrend, you broke the support, and you sell next Monday, tomorrow you sell, and the market consolidates or the market reverse. This happens. For me, this happens also. So whenever it happens, you have to first know that the market is now consolidating by Ichimoku confirmations. Let's say when you see Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, that means the market is now in the consolidation. Or Chikou span touch also means that that's a market range consolidating. So when you see consolidating market, that means the market can go up and down 50-50%. And we never trade 50-50 chance. We never take the 50-50 chance on trades. So when the market becomes 50-50 in its range on consolidating market, then better to exit with a small loss and save your money for the next great opportunities. Yeah, that's the mindset we have to have. We can't keep trading in a range market. Most likely in a range market you see a lot of wicks, and because it's not really stably trending towards one direction, it spikes, and yeah, you may have some drawdowns. Also, it takes time for you to make profits. Let's say if it's the range in 50 pips between resistance and support, let's say the market ranges, you only expect 50 or less than 50 pips towards from down to up or up to down. But if you trade in the middle of the range, then you may only expect 25 pips up and down, and you may have to exit with these small pips of profits. But if you trade on a trending market, then you trade the profits, you trail the profits, and you can expect bigger pips to win. Okay, so let me see. Okay, let's see. CryptoStar, yes, I do use the MT5 to trade. Omar says, do you have any advice for the prop firm trade? Yes, for the prop firm trade, you have to have a good risk management, because there is a max drawdown per day and per month usually. So you can't keep losing on these challenges, but instead keep the losses small and be able to meet the target on your challenge. So you have to have a good risk management, then you can pass the prop firm. I think it's a good way to fund yourself first, and then once you earn money, once you have enough money, then open your own account and start to trade on your own account with your own money. Yeah, because most likely if you pass the challenge in the prop firm, and when you are able to trade in the prop firm for a couple of months, most likely you will do also good on your own account. So I think it's a good way to train yourself in terms of the risk management in the targets. Okay, TSM says Ethereum, okay, Ethereum and ADA. Okay, so now let me check the Ethereum here. Okay, Ethereum weekly is still bearish because simply the price is below Tenkan-sen and Chikou span below the candles. So I think it's about to break the support. The support level was 869.80. I think this is bearish. Let me check the daily. A daily time frame also shows that this is bearish. Once the market breaks the support on the daily, which is 1216.29, then this breakout will make the Kumo down, Kijun-sen down. Also, I just noticed that there is a dead cross below Kumo, which is significant for this continuous downtrend. So I think, yeah, this is bearish. Once the market breaks the daily support, then I think it goes down to the weekly support. So that's Ethereum. Also, let me see, ADA, right? ADA is, let's see, oh here. ADA weekly is bearish. Yeah, because simply below Tenkan-sen and Chikou span below candles. But on a daily chart, it's range. Daily is not really downtrending because Chikou span is touching. So the scenario is you wait for the Chikou span break, Chikou span below the candles, while the price also below the Tenkan-sen, then that becomes downtrend bearish, and it may break the support. So, and may go down continuously. The target is here and here. There are two targets on the previous supports. So yeah, to me this is also downtrend. I can kind of see that this is also descending P wave, just like the Bitcoin. Well, actually, I think the cryptos are kind of similar to the Bitcoin chart, right? So the supports at the same level, but the highs are getting lower and lower. This is also descending P wave. So I think most likely it breaks down, it breaks bearish. Okay, Beran says, can you please check my question? Okay, let's see. I think, oh yeah, you posted in the beginning of the live. Yeah, let's see. Okay, sorry, hold on. Sorry, no, it's not the beginning. Sorry, sorry. I'm just talking myself. Hold on, let me just. Okay, so please don't repeat. I have to hide. Okay, so let's see. Behram says, "Okay, thank you for your effort and patience. Is that wise to open a 1 hour buy position in a daily uptrend, but hourly confirmed downtrend? If daily is up, then you better wait for the 1 hour to be bullish and buy. But if daily is flat, it's okay. You can sell in 1 hour and target to the daily Kijun-sen. But if daily is uptrend, then you better wait for 1 hour to be up and buy, because again, the markets tend to follow higher time frame directions. So 1 hour may seems to be down today, but towards the end of today, it may turn bullish, or it may spike in 1 hour. Okay, so I do see many more comments, but I guess I will end the live for now, because this is over 1 hour and it's my dinner time. So I will end the live. But thank you so much again for your support as always, and thank you so much for being supportive and participate on my on my analysis and live streams. So we are towards the end of September, and we have big news next week, or sorry, this week. So just be careful whenever you open charts and check charts about to take trades. Please check the news beforehand, because it may really be spiky. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest every weekend, and hope you capture some nice pips this week also. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Alright everyone, mata ne. Thanks so much. Mata ne means see you in Japanese, so I say mata ne. Thank you.